Welcome to this week's Counter Attack with me, Jamie O'Hara and Jose Enrique. Just a thank you to everyone who's been watching us on social media. And if you want to get the full episodes as soon as it comes out live, follow at Grosvenor Sport on YouTube. Now, Jose, straight into a burning question. It's a big one. Plans have been revealed for sin bins. They're going to trial sin bins. What do you take?
I think, I don't know, obviously it's very difficult to say, but I think we had the same reaction when VR was talked about, and now it's a reality. It could be something.
Look at the state of that.
Yeah, I think it can be something. I think it can be something good. To give it a go, I don't think we lose anything.
Load of old rubbish, mate. And I'm being very careful not to swear, all right? Because if I did swear...
Please, swear. I like you.
I'll tell you what then. It's a load of old shit. All right, that's what it is. They're ruining the football game, ruining the beautiful game that we all loved and were obsessed with. The best game in the world. They brought in VAR, absolutely ruined the game for the spectator, for the fans, for managers, for players. And now they're talking about... Shush. Shut up. All right, and now they're talking about sin bins. Sin bins? What are we, kids? Are we kids? No, it's an... hold on, Jose. Let me finish. This is an absolute disgrace, all right? Sin bins, treating players like Mickey Mouse school children. That's what referees want to do. They want to treat you like school children. How about the refs start getting some decisions, right? How about they start actually being better refs and you might get some decent football matches again? Sin bins? What are you going to do? Take a player off and put him on the side like a kid? It ain't rugby. No one watches rugby. No one cares about rugby. So why are we trying and take things from saying, oh, we should do it like how rugby do it? No one watches rugby. It's rubbish. It's a load of old crap, mate. It's a load of old crap. And it's the bigwigs up top trying to think of things that we can do tonight, make the game better. They ruined the game. The game was great because it wasn't perfect. That's what made football great. And now all they're doing is making it worse. Every single time they do it and making it worse. Sin bins. You got players sitting on the side, Jose. What happens when he sits on the side for 10 minutes? He's going to get cold. He's going to have to warm up again. You're going to see players sitting on the side on a walk bike having to keep warm.
If you
Drop me out. It's a joke. Get rid of it. They're a disgrace, this lot. They're honestly, whoever's in charge of football right now, they all need fucking sacking. It is a joke. Sin bins. Drop me out. Sin bins.
You went
against. What are we going to see next?
I'm sure against VR, you were exactly the same. And look, it's a reality, and it's not.
Yeah, look what he's done to the game, mate. And look what he's done to the game. Ruined the game. Ruined it. I'm honestly, mate. I'm sick of it. I'm actually sick of it. Like genuinely, as a football fan and a pundit, I have to go on and talk about this crap. It is an absolute joke. I'm sick of having to come on and talk about VAR. Now I've got to talk about sin bins. Is it, should he have got sin bin for that? It's cost us the game. Got a yellow, he's had a sin bin. He's got to go and sit on there. We've been down to 9 men because we've already had a playoff, stent off because VAR's two-footed someone. So now we're down to 9 because he's got sin bin. He's got to sit on the side for 10 minutes. Give me a fucking break. Sorry.
I like it.
What a joke.
I'm going to go against you. I'm going to go against you because I like to see you like that powerful, that, like that. I think it's going to be good for the game. I think to try.
None of this stuff's been good for the game.
For a few games, in a row to see. I'm not so against it, to be honest. I think it could be entertaining because then the team that see that they are playing 10 vs 11, they're going to try to attack more, even if it's a small team. I don't see that bad, to be honest. I think I would like
mate. Ruining the game. Because referees don't know how to deal with players. Because referees make bad decisions. So they come up with any kind of thing to make it, put it on the players. Blame the players. The players make the game. And they're taking it away. And all the players are just turned into robots. Everyone's turning their nose up at football now. It is an absolute joke. I can't stand it. Get rid of everyone. Get rid of everyone who's making all these decisions. VAR, sin bins. Even VAR now, they're talking about doing throw-ins and corners to look at what foot it come off. They want to introduce that, Jose. Come on, mate. The game is absolutely gone. Take me back to the early 2000s. Take me back when me and you were knocking about and you could actually play football and you didn't have to. You could celebrate when the ball went in the back of the net unless the flag went up. I mean, this is now honestly a joke. What about players who are going to sit on the side for 10 minutes? And we're talking about injuries. Half the Premier League is injured. because of the amount of minutes they've added on this season and the amount of games they're having to
they
play.
must
Now you want them to
minutes
sit on the side. Now you want to sit on the side for 10 minutes while the game's going and then be like, oh, yeah, come on you come, back on, yeah, while we're under a siege. Your 10 minutes is up with your little clock up there that everyone's going, oh, the clock. And now you're going to come back in and you've got to run around and pull your hammy like Van der Ven did. Oh, drop me out. They're clueless. They are clueless. Jose, we see Garnacho's unbelievable overhead kick the other day. Goal of the season, surely. But what is the best overhead kick in the Premier League era? I've got 5 to choose from. We've got Rooney v Man City, Garnacho v Everton, Andy Carroll v Crystal Palace, Emre Can versus Watford, and Dimitar Berbatov v Liverpool. Where are you ranking these? 5 to 1.
is difficult. 5 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. The worst, I will say, obviously the worst, but they are all world class. I would say Can, 5th.
Oh, really? All right.
And I love it, but they are all amazing. Berbatov, 4th.
Right.
Garnacho 3rd.
What?
Garnacho 3rd. Carroll 2nd. Rooney 1st.
What?
Yeah. Well, you just fucking listen.
Are you winding me up?
No.
Look. You're putting Garnacho number 3. You putting Garnacho at number 3.
Number 3, yeah, and Carroll number 2. You believe Garnacho is better? Goal is better. Garnacho is better than Carroll.
Garnacho's goal is the best one out of all of them. The only reason that Rooney's at number 1 is because he done it in the Manchester City derby.
More than fucking Rooney.
Yeah, the only reason it's better than that, the only reason that Rooney is in front of it was because of the stage that was set for that goal.
I think it's a lot more difficult as well, the Rooney one. The way the ball comes to the box.
Garnacho's nearly outside the box, mate. It's going away from him, and it's coming at pace. Rooney's one's hung up. It's nice. It's perfect for an overhead. Don't get me wrong. Great goal. Comes off his shin, by the way.
For me,
comes off his shin. But it's the Manchester derby. He does it in the 90th minute. Garnacho for me is the best gun. Garnacho is the best one.
This is my fucking ranking. You do your fucking ranking.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm saying this is what I'm saying.
Care about your opinion. Tell me 5 to 1 now. Come on.
Berbatov at number 5. Andy Carroll at number 4. Emre Can number 3.
No fucking idea. Yeah.
I'm going to go Rooney at number 2 and Garnacho at number 1. It's the best goal I've ever seen in the Premier League overhead. None of them are better than Gareth Bale, though, in the Champions League final.
And Cristiano, well, obviously, and it was the final as well. But Gareth Bale, and obviously we cannot forget about the Cristiano Ronaldo one. Because of the height, how high he jumped is unbelievable. Them too.
Garnacho's, mate, is unbelievable, mate. When you watch it back, you're like, oh, that's naughty.
We are not remembering the one that Ibrahimovic scored against England. You remember? It was a low kick. Ibrahimovic.
Yeah. I mean, that was outside the box. It was clever, yeah. But that one, Garnacho's a cross at pace, mate. That's coming at pace. It's not even high. It's just coming at pace. I mean, the technique on that, to do that, to think that quick, bang, top corner. Outrageous.
Yeah, Gareth Bale and Cristiano, for me, they will be even better.
Bales is a joke. Every time I watch Bales, I'm like, oh my God, to do that in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah. All worldies.
Yeah, no, they are all world class, but obviously we are asking to rate them, we rate them, but all of them, they are definitely up there with the best. They are unbelievable goals, but it's very difficult to rate them.
Andy Carroll's is not better than Garnacho's, though, mate. Come on.
It's my ex-teammate, mate. I need to put him ahead. I like Andy. I think it's good, but I cannot put two Manchester United the two first. I can't make up fucking Rooney and then Garnacho. No fucking chance. I need to put someone in the middle. Emre Can is really good actually as well, and Berbatov is amazing. Berbatov is really good. Berbatov maybe doesn't look as good, but how he does in such a small space just that is unbelievable. It's just very difficult to rate them, but the most important disagreement, I think, between you and I think is for you is Garnacho the first one. For me, the one Rooney against Manchester City.
Yeah. Right, me and Jose have disagreed on this one, so let us know what you think. Get in the comments. Jose, it's only the second time since 2014-15 season that we've made it to December and no managers have been sacked in the Premier League. Unbelievable, really, when you look at some of the dire, diabolical games that we've watched. But who's going to be the first to go? I mean, who's up there? Because there's some big names. For me, I think Heckingbottom, the Sheffield United manager, he's got to go alongside Vincent Kompany. And look, he's a big name for me, Vincent Kompany. He's done a great job. But they're absolutely terrible. He's come up to the Premier League still thinking he's at Manchester City. I think he could go. I think Heckingbottom's going to go. If they keep getting beat the way they're getting beat, there's no way they can continue to play like this. Got beat the other day by Bournemouth at home. Yeah. Like getting pumped. It's unacceptable. And I think, look, he's done a great job getting them up. He's out of his depth, mate. He really is.
Yeah, I think between him and Kompany will be the first. But like you said, with Kompany, he did a great job last season, obviously in the Championship. But again, you're coming back to the Premier League. The other day, he come out as well and say that it wasn't that difficult. He expected the Premier League to be more difficult in terms of with his team. And they are doing really bad, in my opinion. And not just how they're doing, is how when you see them play, it's like, okay, something not working here, you know. And like you say, at the end, it's not Manchester City and Vincent Kompany. He's trying to make them play good football, you know. When I don't think the quality is there, so it will be between the two. I think it will be between the two. I agree with you. I think it will be who first. Difficult, maybe Kompany after, because he's a former player. He did an amazing job last year. He's a big name, you know, in the Premier League. He was as a football player. I think probably he's not going to be the first, but he is up there right now, I think.
Right, Jose, let's talk about some weekend fixtures. Newcastle v Man United. Massive game, actually, for both teams because they picked up results and they're close to the top four. They're fighting it out. How do you see this game going, and who do you think finishes higher?
I think Newcastle is going to win this game and is going to finish higher than Manchester United. I think it's tough to say because obviously Manchester United here is the bigger team and the expectations are for them to finish. It will be a lot more dramatic if Manchester United doesn't finish top four and Newcastle does, you know, or the opposite. You know, Manchester United need to finish top four, in my opinion, for Ten Hag to continue. I don't think Eddie Howe is the same situation. But replying to your question, I think they're going to win the game and they're going to finish higher. And I really believe that. I'm not saying obviously because Newcastle is my...
Don't know, you know. Don't know. I fancy Man United. Look, the reason I say that, Newcastle still got injuries. Their bench in the Champions League against PSG was absolutely awful. They had Lewis Hall and Paul Dummett and two goalkeepers. That was it. Like, they've got no players. And the problem is we've seen after Champions League games, the weekend fixture, Newcastle struggle because they're out on their feet because they're not used to playing that many games and at that intensity. Man United are kind of used to it. You know, you've seen them get results after Champions League games. Look, this is a tough game. I'm going to go for a draw. I think Man United are going to get something from it. I think Newcastle are out on their feet a little bit, and I think that Man United can't afford to lose ground, and they just seem to find a way. I'm actually fancying Man United to get something from the game. I'll go for a draw.
I think you are right with the middle game in the middle of the week. Obviously, Newcastle, they are struggling to keep the intensity in both competitions. You know, it's true. But they are playing at St James's Park as well, no? Or they're playing at...
Yeah, it's at St James's, It's at St James's, so the atmosphere is going to be rocking.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very tough for United. I think Newcastle is going to win. I still don't.
All right, look, Manchester City plays Spurs. I mean, I don't know what's happening to Spurs at the moment, but it ain't looking good, mate. We've got another big injury. Bentancur's out now for 2.5 months. The injury list is growing. We've lost 3 games on the bounce. Maybe Ange Postecoglou needs to adapt a little bit, but I don't think he will, Jose. I really don't. I think he's going to carry on playing the same way, and I'm worried a little bit because we could play Manchester City, and you know, after their draw against Liverpool, I think they'll go into this game thinking, right, it's a good time to play Tottenham. Let's absolutely put these to the sword.
Yeah, but like you say, I actually like that about the manager. You know, like you say, sometimes I think you need to adapt. You know, it's true because against Manchester City, if you play against them like they're gonna play against you, I think they're gonna destroy Tottenham. You know, but actually he doesn't care because he's gonna go and say, "This is the way my teams play, and I'm gonna play against you like I play against Fulham. I don't care." So actually, I think it's gonna be a good game. But again, like you say, these injuries that they still have, and obviously the new ones as well, they're not gonna get anything from this game. I think Manchester City is gonna win.
Yeah, it's a tough one, mate. I agree. Like, I love the way we're playing football, even against Aston Villa. Like, we should have won the game. We had so many good chances and we were brilliant to watch, but we're just going to concede goals. We don't keep clean sheets, and we've still got Van der Ven's out, Bentoncourt's out, Maddison's out, Romero's still got one more game to go. I look at it and I just like, it's not. You don't want to be playing Man City off the back of 3 defeats. We've absolutely had a huge fall from grace. I do like it. I like where his head's at, where he's like, no, we're going to continue down this, we're going to do this. But as a fan, in the end, you're like, come on, we need to adapt a little bit. You've got to be a little bit more solid sometimes. Still play good football, but geez, we're half open, mate. And look, Manchester City will look at this game and think, Tottenham are open. We're going to have big chances to go and win. So I don't think we'll get anything from this one, mate. I think I normally back the boys, but it's going to be hard. I think we'll lose it 2-1, and I think we're finding out now that top 4 is going to be a big ask without the injuries and the players that we've got. I think we might struggle. I really thought that we was going to be in there. I thought it was a guarantee. Actually, now we're down to the bare bones with the players that we've got. It's going to be tough, mate. And we've got some big fixtures.
Remember, it's January there, so if they are able to do something in January, maybe
mate.
They have to. Yeah.
We have to sign some big players in January. Like, you have to back your manager. Everyone loves Ange, right? Loves the way we're playing. So just let him have who he wants. Let him get some players in, reinforcements, because we can't continue to have like Eric Dyer and Emerson Royale and Ben Davies at centre half. Like, come on, man! Like, this is Tottenham we're talking about now. We need to move on from them players. That era of Ben Davies and Eric Dyer, I like them. Ben Davies is actually all right, but come on, we need some backup, mate. We need reinforcements, big time. Right, Jose, let's go through the weekend's fixtures. Win, lose or draw. We'll start with Arsenal v Wolves. I'm going to go Arsenal win.
Arsenal win, yeah.
Yeah, probably another VAR decision against Gary O'Neill. Brentford v Luton. I'm going to go for a Brentford win.
After Luton is won, I'm actually going to go for a draw here.
All right. I'm going to Burnley v Sheffield United. I'm going to go for a Burnley win.
A draw as well. I'm going to go for a draw here as well.
All right. Nottingham Forest v Everton. It's tough.
It's tough, that one, eh? Very tough.
I'll go draw.
I'll go for another draw as well here. It's very tough, this one. Very, very tough.
I'll get off the fence, will you, mate? Jesus. Newcastle v Man United.
I told you.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Okay.
Bournemouth v Aston Villa. I'm going to go for an Aston Villa win, surely.
Aston Villa win. Yeah.
Bournemouth have picked up, though. I don't know. Villa's away form ain't great.
They're playing at home as well. It doesn't make a big difference, but obviously they do, so it's not going to be easy.
Chelsea v Brighton. I'm going to go for a Chelsea win.
I'm going to go for a Chelsea win. I agree with you here. I think they're going to pick up again.
Liverpool v Fulham. I'm going to go Liverpool win.
Liverpool win, yeah.
West Ham v Crystal Palace. I'm going to go West Ham win.
West Ham win as well, yeah.
And then Manchester City v Spurs. I don't like going against my side. I just can't see us getting anything. I'm going to go Man City win.
I like to hear that. Manchester City win. I agree.
All right, Jose, that's it from us on the counter-attack. Thanks for getting involved, everyone. We'll see you next week.